You are listening to the Ranges Podcast.
I thought it was a joke because I had just gone out there and I got my computer. It's like, well, if somebody broke into the van, they would have taken my computer and all our money. I left all our money in there too.
Yeah.
I never do that. I don't know why I did it.
I don't know why either. I'm glad
But-
I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah. So he was dead serious. And so we all went out there, and sure enough, the cops had showed up, and somebody had seen the van in a trailer and didn't get into the trailer, thankfully, but had gone to the passenger side of the van and popped. I don't know how you do it. You just pop the lock,
Mm-hmm.
punch it out, and opened the passenger side door, unlocked the van, and my bag was sitting between the driver's seat and the passenger seat down below in there with my computer and all our money. And they didn't see it because they popped the lock and went to the back of the van and took one of your snare drums, their backup snare, and then Chuck's bag that had his computer and iPad in it, I think. Or maybe just his iPad.
No,
I'm
it's computer.
Yeah, it was like a backup computer. So he had two or something. But they took Chuck's stuff and then your snare. And I think that was it.
Yeah,
But the fact they didn't take my computer and our money was crazy.
it is crazy.
I don't know if they would have tried to steal the van, but the parking lot worked in a way that there wasn't a way out. You had to back out. And I think because we had a trailer, they wouldn't want to back that out. Because I think they would have stole it, because what they did do is they stole a police van.
Yeah.
Remember that? The police van was parked just a little bit away, and they stole that.
Yeah.
Which is so stupid. So they totally would have stole our van if they didn't have to back it out. I
Right.
bet. Yeah. So yeah, anyways, the police somehow tracked these guys down at a different hotel.
Yeah, because of the van that they stole.
Yeah, because they stole the police van. Right. Yeah. And so we're able, they had pawned Chuck stuff.
Yeah,
His-
already.
Yeah.
Like they were probably up on meth all night. So I was going to say
Right.
they got an early start, but they were probably just still awake.
Right. But didn't pawn your snare
No.
because we got to go to the hotel they were at, and this room was just full of junk.
Yeah,
They
and
had just been-
they had us look through it.
Yeah,
and
they'd
my
been-
snare was on the bed.
Right. They'd been jacking stuff from people for who knows how long. So, like, the whole idea was to get hotels outside of cities so we would avoid this.
Yeah.
And it didn't work in this case.
No.
We got robbed.
But the most glorious part for me
Yeah, right.
was not only did they contact us and tell us we got the people that robbed you, and it looks like most of your stuff is here, come to this place and claim what's yours. I remember standing outside and seeing the thieves in the back of a cop car, and I remember walking up to a detective and I said, "Hey, can I say something to these people?" He goes, "I don't give a shit. Do what you want." I remember walking up to the window
This,
and
is
just,
called street justice.
yeah, and just start hammering these people. I'm like, "You guys suck. You're the worst fucking thieves I've ever come across." And they just had to sit there and take it. They didn't open their mouths. I was just teeing off.
Were the windows up?
They were kind of cracked.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they
So-
could hear you.
Yeah, I went off. It was the most glorious thing for me.
I do recall that.
And then on to Reading.
Yep. And then we drove to Reading. We played at the Dip.
Yeah, that was my first time there. The only thing I remember about Reading was the they had great pinball machines.
Yeah, that little pizza place.
It-
Oh no, in the venue there was pinball machines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, there were.
We went to a pizza place though? Separate?
Yeah, that was right across the place. The
Mm.
way had pizza.
Was it good?
I think so.
Okay.
And it was
Not well attended.
no, I don't think anybody came.
Not many.
I was there.
I went.
Man Mountain was there.
Yeah. They had great pinball machines.
Right. And I feel like the sound guy was really nice.
I'm sure everyone was
Yeah.
nice.
But Chuck was with us. This was the first time Chuck actually came with us. The whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah. We invited Chuck.
Mm.
I don't remember that night very much. other than-
Reading is a nice place, but it's not well. It's a small area.
Yeah. It's a small area.
It's just not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we should avoid small areas. People don't come to shows in small areas. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It's just, it's the space between San Francisco and Eugene, so it just made sense.
No, it was a good idea, and it was the first time I'd ever been to Reading.
And the pinball machines were great.
They were.
Yeah, so that's why you go to Reading.
I think I played the Iron Maiden machine.
Yeah, I do recall that. So then we went to Eugene, Oregon. and played Sam Bond's Garage. And this was kind of the beginning of
The end.
Well, yes, the end for some people. So Kit from This Patch of Sky had hooked us up with this show. You know, this is his hometown. We're thinking, okay, he'll, they couldn't play the show for whatever reason, but part of the band came. Kit booked the show and then didn't show up.
Nope.
So it was really weird to come to somebody's hometown and there's a no call, no show thing. He just didn't show up.
Nope.
So that was kind of like, I don't know about this.
He was
guy.
probably
And-
playing a character online.
Right. As I think most people know, he took a turn in life and chose poorly on how he was going to present himself to the world online.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. And so I think that happened in the following year where the big fallout came and that band
Well, that's what you get.
disbanded. Yeah. It was just strange. It was strange to go to somebody's city and they don't show up when they book the show for you. I would
Yeah.
never do that.
No.
So yeah, that show was crappy for lots of reasons. I'm sorry. That was perfect, and nobody's gonna know. But that's exactly what needed to be said. That was a crappy show.
I mean, it wasn't. Yeah. I mean, it was actually better attended than Reading. But
Right? Yeah. There are certain things that happen on tour that
Yeah.
you don't talk about outside
No.
of the band, but that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, and it was a vegan joint, right? So there was a vegan option, which was good for our stomachs,
Right.
maybe.
I don't remember that.
I remember having a nice sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah. So Eugene, Oregon was. Oh, the next morning though, we got burritos, breakfast burritos. Remember that?
Yeah, we drove to it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got in our van and drove to it.
Yeah, but didn't someone kind of take us there?
Yeah, I don't remember who that was.
But someone
Yeah.
guided us to
Yeah.
this place.
Yeah, and they hooked us up because they were fans.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was just a fan. who
Yeah.
probably said, "Hey, I want to make you burritos in the morning."
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
And we didn't say no.
No, and they were delightful.
Yeah, they were good. I'm hungry.
Me too.
Yeah, so that was good. So Eugene wasn't all bad.
No.
Yeah, it turned out all right.
Shit happens.
Yeah, and then we went on to Spokane,
Yeah.
the observatory.
Mm,
Tiny.
yep.
Tiny little room. Had a camera set up though, so you could be in the other room and you could watch bands. So
Yeah.
everybody was in the other room
Yeah.
where the alcohol was.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spokane was not great.
Nope.
But we played Spokane.
Yep.
And we went home.
Yep.
And that was the end of that tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then rounding out the year, so we'd done Europe. We did Dunk Festival. We did the Ranges in Motion thing with the dance crew.
Mm-hmm.
And we did the West Coast tour. So overall, it was a pretty solid year.
Yeah.
And I think we'd gone through 2 pressings of The Ascensionist since we released it and been around for a year. So we had put a 3rd pressing out and also had put together all the footage that we'd gathered through the year and did the Ascent CD, DVD package, which was pretty cool. So you could watch, I think, the full set at Dunk Festival, the whole Ranges in Motion thing, and then the behind the scenes of The Ascensionist too, which was a pretty extensive thing. So it was definitely going back to pre The Ascensionist and how do we do this? How do we go further with this as a band? What can we do? Deluxe editions and unique events, and really dove into that. And I think The Ascent was a good showing of what we accomplished in 2018. I actually just stumbled across this recently, just kind of taking notes to put this together. And as mentioned, with the cassettes and the Eterno and the coins and the calendar that we would be putting out, that all was kind of in our brains as we moved into the new year, and wanted to really do something unique with the new album, which was Babel, which I guess we were fully writing probably at the end of 2018. I think even before we went on tour, we were working on writing, because we'll talk about this more in the next episode, but we worked on that thing more than we worked on anything ever. That was full on writing. Do you remember? You remember, right? You were there.
I was there. I was there.
I mean, we hammered those songs to the point of no return. That was intense. So we were just going all in on this whole concept, and wanted to introduce the calendars, and I think 2019 March 30th was be the first time the calendars came out, and I think a little bit before that. But what we decided to do is March 30th was going to be when we would announce Babel, and that right around that time we were also recording it down in El Paso, which we will talk about. But on December 31st of 2018, we were going to go totally black and just like try to visually appear to disappear on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Any recollection of this?
Oh, totally. No,
Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's great. I'm glad.
Yeah,
'cause
we
then
faded to black.
it means it worked. If you remember it, then it must have worked.
Yes, it did. It did. Because I remember.
And it's funny because like this is all pre 2020 when, you know, everybody's changing their profile to black for Black Lives Matter movement. So this was 2019, and
we did this as more of the literal sense, like we blacked ourselves out.
Right.
Like you don't know what's going on anymore
Yeah.
because we're not showing you anything.
Right.
That was the intention,
Yeah.
not a statement, if
Right.
you will.
Right. So yeah, 2018 was all showing the Ascensionists, doing all these things and really pushing it. And then right on the turn of the new year, everything goes black. Social media profile pictures black. All the headers go black. Everything's black. And then we put up a video of 3 minutes and 30 seconds, 3:30. Numbers matter. Look it up. But yeah, we put up a video of just black and 3 minutes and 30 seconds, which I don't think anybody caught on to it, but I'm really hoping that people start to pay attention to 3:30, 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12. It matters. 3 minutes and 30 seconds alluded to March 30th, which from January 1st to March 30th is 88 days. And so this was called 88 Days of Darkness. That was the concept. And so for those 88 days, all of our profile, everything was black. We didn't say anything for those 88 days. And at the end of this little video, like you can go back on Facebook and find it. And it's just like street noise and people talking, and it ramps up. And at the very end, it just says 88 days. So hoping that people would catch it. I don't think anybody did. I don't think we were quite seasoned enough to pull something like that off. But looking back, like it was a really cool concept, and I'm glad we did it, and I'm glad it still exists so people can check it out. Yeah, that was if you got the first calendar, there's 88 days on the very top of it that are all blacked out. So sure nobody pieced that together, but I thought it was pretty cool. And the fact that you remembered the blacked out thing.
Yeah.
That's
No, of course. I mean, I know I don't remember everything, but
that's not your job.
Well, it's not about being my job. It's just that this particular thing, of course I remember. I thought it was kind of cool, and it sort of it's different. People that do pay attention took notice.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and to stay off social media for 88 days, I mean, it's almost 3 months.
Which in and of itself is kind of nice.
That was all ramping up for Babel, which, I mean, the Ascensionist was, let's really go for it conceptually. Babel was like, let's go way too far, and I can't wait to talk about Babel and Confusion of Tongues, because just the way that like the Ascensionist we lived out as far as like ascending, because we really did from the beginning of the Ascensionist, everything we did in end of 2017 through the end of 2018, we just kept climbing and like hitting these peaks and like achieving these awesome things. And Babel, it's the story of the Tower of Babel, of building the tower to reach God and reach heaven. Like, and you can't do that. The way Babel unfolded and like the stories that we can tell just about the things that happened within that nobody really knows about, it's really cool how it ties into the concept.
If you've enjoyed this podcast, subscribe to the Ranges Patreon to hear more episodes.